Nostalgia. Google defines it as a sentimental longing or wistful affection for a period in the past. We all have something from the past that gives us that euphoric feeling. Something memorable that's permanent in your minds. Could be from your childhood or your adolescence, depending on your age. Could be a movie, show or song. That song could be playing at a certain time or point in your life and you could relate to it. It could be a historic moment in sports or pop culture, and the word nostalgia just is so significant, especially in our lives. We all make memories, we look back on it and we talk about it. Someone plays an old song, we either like, oh, times were simpler, or you weren't even born this time, or it reminds you of a breakup or the first kiss or whatever. Oh, I had this on my E250. Oh, remember that, guys? Or if it's a movie, it's like, I remember the cinema being full this time. The movie was big this time. Well, I think I should take you a trip down memory lane. I have a list of things that I find nostalgic. Hopefully it gives you nostalgia and you can relate to it. I'll try to be brief and quick with everyone, because it's a long list. So let's get into it. First we have the 2010 World Cup. This was the time, bro. We had the World Cup, we had Shakira. The music. Shakira runs the World Cup, bro. Just like Mariah Carey runs Christmas, Shakira runs the World Cup. The vibes, the vuvuzelas, Leon Schuster. This was the time, bro. VAR didn't exist at this time. And we had that Lampard goal incident, the goal line technology. This stuff didn't exist in that time. Man, this was just a time to be alive. Next we have the 2022 World Cup. Yeah, I know it's recent, but it's very nostalgic. I mean, the best World Cup since 2010. I mean, Mbappe was crazy, man. That guy was like Michelangelo spinning blah 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 blah. Next we have DJ Mustard, specifically in 2014. This guy was running the radio, running the game. Every song sounded the same. Chris Brown and Kid Ink were almost on every song together. Now this guy, you know the classics this guy put out in 2014, you can't. Now this guy was undefeated in that year. And now where is he now? Where is he now? Next we have Crazy Frog. Yo, I remember in primary school we were dancing to this Crazy Frog song. Yo, the Crazy Frog song was classic, bro. That's a very nostalgic time. I mean, if you have to remember the Crazy Frog song. If you don't, you probably weren't born at that time. Next we have KTV. Who remembers KTV when Mnet was still with SABC, when it was still allowed to watch it? There was no DSTV, nothing. There was multi-choice. That multi-choice, remember that multi-choice box? Yo, we had Igoli. You remember Igoli, bro? But back to KTV. KTV had so many shows, bro. I remember one show, but I don't remember the name. It was this guy, he was a frog. It was I don't remember it, yo. But I remember they had Spectacular Spider-Man on there. KTV was like better than Hectic 99. Ah, bro, you can't beat KTV. Next we have Cartoon Network. The old Cartoon Network with all the classics, bro. Yeah. Remember Samurai Jack, Courage the Cowardly Dog, Kids Next Door. Sure. Nah, Ed, and Eddie, Ben 10. Oh, the list goes on. Johnny Bravo, Powerpuff Girls. Nah, bro, you can't, Nuh-uh. Next, Disney Channel. The old Disney Channel. Who remembers the old Disney Channel? With American Dragon. The Replacements. I didn't like the Replacements, but yeah. Hannah Montana, Sweet Life on Deck, Sweet Life of Zack and Cody, Raven, That's So Raven, Kim Possible. Now, classic, bro. American Dragon. You can't beat American Dragon. Next we have Nickelodeon. The classic Nickelodeon with Aang, my boy Aang, Avatar, where you at? You can't beat this. Legend of Korra, you can't beat this. Victorious, you can't beat this. We still had the best Ariana Grande. That was the best Ariana Grande ever. Where is she now? Drake and Josh, bro. Drake and Josh. Next we have Tabang Tabong. If you were at home at school, this would come on SABC2. Yo, this was a vibe. You didn't understand what majority of them were saying, but yeah, are they meerkats? I don't know. It's weird that there's two meerkats and a girl. Like, yo, vibe, bro, vibes. Next, we have, the most outrageous Dub from Tube. Who remembers Dub from Tube? Dub, this guy. This guy, yo, on SABC2, we would chill and see this guy talking to the sun. This guy was chilling with the sun, bro. This guy said we'll be back in 5. This guy didn't have 5 fingers. Then he used his other finger on his other hand. Yo, and then he said goodbye one day. And then he left and he didn't come back. We were all traumatized, bruh. Yo, but next on SABC2 we had Hectic 99. But after, you know what was after Hectic 99? Dragon Ball Z. Dragon Ball Z had us in a chokehold, like a whole month of one fight scene, fighting Frieza for a month. This guy fought Frieza for a month. Nah, this was classic, bro. This was a classic. We saw Goku turn Super Saiyan 1, Super Saiyan 2, Super Saiyan 3. Now you have Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan Blue, Red, blah, Ultra Instinct and everything. Yo, nah, this guy is undefeated. Then One Punch Man came. Dragon Ball Z might not be the best anime, but it's a classic. Yo, next we have Teletubbies. Who remembers Dinky Winky, Dipsy, Lala and Poe? These guys were eating this pink porridge. And we were like, we thought this looked nice, but now it don't. And these guys, we didn't even realize these guys were actually normal people. Now the show was a vibe as a child. Yo, nah, sit in front of the TV watching this every day. You can't beat this. What do you have? Coco Melon? What is that?
What the hell is even that?
Next we have Doodle Bops. Better than One Direction. Better than the Jonas Brothers. Better than Imagine Dragons. Better than BTS. You can't beat these guys. These guys were music icons on ETV. Crazy. You're crazy, bruh. The Ashes, Niz, Frenzy. Is Frenzy a show? Yeah. Yo, Sisterhood. Remember Sisterhood? Now we're back to Doodle Bops. This guy would pull this thing and he would get water on him. And he would do this every episode for no reason.
That's why he's the GOAT! The GOAT!
And these people would always close the show with a song. I don't remember the songs, but these guys, nah. Yo, next we have Clientele, like Clientele Legal. I mean, it still comes on, but yo, if you at home on holiday at school, or if you bunked, I know you are. Yo, these people would be on TV all day. ETV, they on Clientele Life, Clientele Legal. Switch off the SABC 3, they there. SABC 2, they there. SABC 1, they there, bro. You can't escape them. Desmond Dube he's part of our childhood. And then you even had his mother, Lillian. And they still here. Through years, through all. They are the most loyal people. More loyal than your boyfriend or girlfriend. They will give you cash back on top of your cover amount. Next we have Outsurance, but specifically these two people. These Outsurance, this guy, I didn't even realize he's playing the lady also. These two had problems and whenever they call Outsurance sort them out because you always get something out. Yo, next we have Days of Our Lives. Like sands through the hourglass. Yo, remember this guys on SABC 3? Yo, these guys. Yo, we would just sit to watch Bo and Hope and Sammy. Sammy is the most loved and the most hated character. I thought she and Rafe were endgame. Then she went to EJ. Yo. Talk about Days of Our Lives, you have to talk about Bold and the Beautiful. Yo, these guys. Yo. Ridge and Brooke. Brooke was with everyone, bro. Nah, this girl. 304. Nah, but this show is a classic. And if you remember All My Children as well, then you're definitely old. Yo, another nostalgic thing is the 2011 El Clasico. Who remembers this El Clasico? Yo, this was when Ronaldo just joined Real Madrid and when Mourinho just joined Real Madrid as well. Yo, that game, what was the score? 5-0. This game, sure, Messi was embarrassing these people and Ramos tackled him. Yo, that was the ultimate game. And then that score, bro, that's embarrassing. That's a beef. Yo, the beef that Pep and Mourinho had, nah, and that's prime Barcelona. That's the same year Barcelona beat United in that Champions League final. Next we have Avengers Endgame. Endgame was very nostalgic. It's very recent but nostalgic because I was in that cinema. That cinema was full. The feeling, spoilers by the way, that feeling when Captain America took that hammer, bro. Now, it's over, Scadover's But just that movie, like that ending was so emotional, like Tony Stark. Definitely amazing. One of the best movies I've ever experienced, ever watched, ever seen. We're almost there, almost there. Next we have Nelly Furtado and Gwen Stefani. Who remembers these guys? These guys ran the radio. They owned the radio. These guys' music, and they had Timbaland and Pharrell produce their music. So obviously it's gonna be bangers. You can't defeat these guys. These ladies are. Who do you have now? Doja Cat? No. Katy Perry? No. Taylor Swift? No. Olivia Rodrigo? No. Ariana Grande? No. You can't beat these guys. These guys ran the radio. Who remembers Simdalan? The old theme song. The old Simdalan. With all the classic characters. You had Zanzi. Zanzi was pimping on everyone. Errol, Paula, Hilda and Obas, Maria, Neville and Charmaine, Gita McGregor, David Greef. Yo, David Greef was like, shoo. David Greef was like the player. He's a player. Last and but not least, we finally at the end, bro. ETV, the old ETV, where you had that voice guy. You know that guy? ETV is WWE SmackDown on E. And 31314. You remember 31314? Remember Crazy? Cool Cats, the old Cool Cats with the old theme song. WWE was still on E, bro. You still had Lotto and Powerball. You still had Young and the Restless, Passions, with that doll that was scary. That's a boy that comes to life. Scandal and Rhythm City was still good. Rhythm City still had the old theme song. I can't sing it for copyright. Steve Harvey show. When you come home from school after Crazy, it's Steve Harvey time, bro. Even the Steve Harvey show sitcom with Monday nights. Friday nights was Malcolm and Eddie. Sure, you can't beat this. Yeah, and that's it for the video. That was a long list, but what do you consider nostalgic? Is it any one of these on the list? Let me know in the comments down below. Spread the word. Whew. See you guys.